It's hard to talk right now because I still have a lot of pain, but I'm having so much insights. I just cannot express it all, but I'm really just understanding how it works, how everything works. Even when, yeah. Basically, just seeing that one part of me is just really like the inner criticus and the outer criticus. And that this really is just like your parents, basically. It's the part that becomes just like the parents, to try to make yourself lovable. But it doesn't work. And now I just see everything so clear. Even when I'm trying to do therapy or trying to do completion process or just trying to do integration by just feeling my emotions, accepting them. This other part always comes in with this like it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Like it keeps coming in with those kind of things. And I started really to think about that, like it doesn't work. If you're trying to love a child and then you say, oh, I'm sitting with you, I'm giving you love, I'm giving you acceptance, I did it now for this amount of time, why isn't it working? Why aren't you changing? Why aren't you becoming lovable or becoming or just even like, why aren't you just feeling good enough now? It's like you can already see how toxic that is. Of course, it shouldn't matter, Of course it's gonna take a long time. Being unloved for so long. Of course it's gonna take a long time. trust people, to trust love, to trust that I'm actually good enough. And yeah, I was also thinking about my therapy. You know, maybe it has worked. Because right now I am so deep in my old pain. And it's just, it's horrible. But that is what is needed to heal. You need to feel that pain to the deepest. And I was, for years, for the last few years, I was stuck because I was stuck in anger. Still very angry, but I was just constant anger, nothing else. No fear, no pain, no tears, no nothing. And that's a cover emotion, you know? It's like a defense to not feel that, like, very, like, vulnerable stuff. So maybe it did work, you know? But at that point, I just cut it off because it was becoming too painful, and my inner critic was leading the show, you know, leading the therapy. So of course it's gonna feel re-traumatizing instead of healing. I can't like fix myself to become lovable. It's not possible. And I don't want that. I don't even want that. And also, combined with maybe doing this completion process, immediately this critic came again, like, oh, this doesn't work, you have done this now for 10 days, it didn't work. Like, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely toxic, absolutely so toxic to myself. But it does work, you know. It does do something, and it definitely does. It makes you aware of where your emotions are really coming from. Because for the last few years, I'm just... You can't stay in the present too much. Like, you can't think in the present, because then you start to feel crazy. You're like, why do I feel so bad? Why do I get so triggered? Why do I have these crazy, strong emotions? What do I need to change in my life? What am I doing wrong in my life? It's like nothing. Nothing. It's old pain. Trauma makes you stuck in the past because you couldn't handle it. It was too much. You didn't have support. That's why it's so important to go back to do this process, to ask yourself, what was the first time? Then you can understand. And then you can stop believing this criticus and stuff, and you can just understand how it works, that it's not true, that it's just not true, that you were not good enough. Your parents were not good enough. You were a victim. You are not to blame. You are not. And then, yeah, I'm also reading this book at the same time. It makes everything so clear. That you can recognize all of this. And you can talk back to your critic. You can get angry at it. You can get angry at your parents. You can, like, and it also says, also the outer critic. We also have that, that shames other people, that pushes other people away. And this way, yeah, you can't have connection. Because you either have shame, you hide yourself, or you push other people away. Yeah, it's complicated, but And then, yeah, in the book he also says about fucking grieving, like how important it is to grieve, and to grieve, you know, the loss from your childhood, all those losses, all that pain. To really feel that, to cry about it, to be angry about it, to do all these things. So that you can yeah, that you can finally release that. And yeah, you know, it's not fun. It's extremely painful. But that is what is needed. That is what is needed. And I've done this in the beginning of my healing journey, whatever. I did this for like 2 years, I think. But then, I don't know what happened. I don't know, I think I got stuck in my anger a lot. And my critic was like still too strong, taking me over again, wanting to fix myself again, wanting to do all these different things again. And that, yeah, that once again repeats the trauma instead of healing it. You want to heal the trauma, and you do this by giving the child the opposite experience, not to keep repeating the same experience through these parts that you have internalized from your parents. But really, really, like going back into these memories and really seeing this, like where it all comes from, it helps so much to validate yourself and to heal that core feeling of shame. And distrust in people, which are the two biggest things that I have that make my life very, very hard and painful for many years. And it's not my fault. It's completely understandable. So yeah, I'm still reading the book. I'm still gonna look for more help, but these are just very, very big insights that I'm having. Even though it's extremely painful and it's extremely hard times recently. But this is really what's needed. if you want to heal your trauma, or your shame, your distrust, all of these things, like we just projected into the now, you know, like, oh, getting so fucking angry at traffic or at like fucking very small things, and you're just in so much pain and shame. And if you just stay stuck in here in the now, then you start to feel crazy. You can't validate yourself, so you feel like you're crazy. Why the fuck am I feeling this? There's no reason to feel this. But you have every fucking reason to feel that. But the reason is in the past. The reason is you're still stuck in the past. Some of your parts are still stuck there. That's it.